Hey guys, I'm just sitting here in the dark, having a really hard night, which I know many of you have too. It's been a bad day today. Just want to make a quick video because it's one of those nights. You know those many sleepless nights after you've lost the person you love? Yeah. I bet many of you, like I have, just have had endless sleepless nights where you just sit there and cry, or you just lay there and look up at the ceiling and it's just so quiet, painfully quiet. You hear how quiet it is in here? Yeah. Sometimes that can make you feel like you're going crazy. Or it can just make you cry. Not hearing their laugh, their conversation, their questions, the things they would share with you. Or maybe it was just the TV on and they were sitting there watching TV or something. Or maybe they were reading and you just heard the pages of the book turning. It's just that lack of presence, you know? You know how awful it is. It's awful. It feels like you're not even part of the world anymore, almost. It's like the house is dead. It's rough. But today I want to talk about what's been on my mind the last few days. It's been a hard week. I've been thinking a lot about everything that we lost. Everything that I lost, I guess. I suppose he's not worried about it anymore, but I know if he were here and he knew he was about to die, he would have been devastated. He would have been truly devastated, knowing all the things we were going to miss out on. I guess it's good that he didn't know. And he would be hurting just as much as I am. It's hard when you lose your dreams after your spouse dies. I'm sure it could be similar with a mom or a dad or a brother or a child. I'm sure people have dreams with those two. But I think a spouse is a little bit unique because most of the time they're the ones that you dream with and you plan your life with, you know. Because it's just you and them. You know, kids grow up and they have their own life, and your parents have their own life, and I know there are those rare families that have business together and do everything together, but I've never known what that's like, so I can't relate there. My life was with my husband. My life pretty much was my husband. And we had so many plans. Maybe you did too. It's overwhelming to think about all of the dreams that died, that we lost. I've been thinking about some of those this week. And it's been really hard. Especially when you plan everything about your life with your husband or your wife, and then they die. Then all of those plans go down the drain too. It's like, now what? You feel like you've been kicked back to square one. Only it's worse than square one. Because now you have all of the grief and the disappointment, and now you know what love is like, and it's gone. To me, that's even worse than not knowing at all. It was for me. When I didn't know how wonderful it was to have a love like that, I didn't hurt this bad. Because I was ignorant. I guess sometimes ignorance really is bliss. But now that I know, I don't think there's a word in the English language to describe the depth of that kind of pain. I don't want to live anymore most days. I know I have to, but I don't want to. This life is nothing but pain. It's no fun anymore without him. All of our dreams were tied up together. We were about to build our dream home. And he was a yard man. He was excited about having a really nice yard. I know those things aren't really all that important, but it was just something that we loved. We wanted to have beautiful gardens, flowers. He loved trees. That was one of his passions. He wanted a magnolia tree and every other kind of tree. And he was a brilliant landscaper. Oh my gosh. Our yard would have been beautiful. I wish I could have seen it. I wish I could have seen our house. He was a builder too. He did everything. Now I grieve that loss too. We never really got to travel before. We were so excited to have someone to finally travel with. We didn't get to do that either. We went a few places, but we never got to have a real vacation. We were always extremely rushed everywhere we went because of a lot of different reasons, but we had just finally gotten to the place where we could actually travel together. And we were planning our first trip. And he died 14 days before we were gonna go. It's terrible. So many animals we wanted to get together. He'd never had his own dog. He was so excited about getting a dog. We never got to do that either. I could go on and on and on, but I'm sure you don't want to hear 200 things that we were going to do and didn't get to do. I really wish God had given us more than just 2 years together in person. Most of our relationship was long distance and very painful because we missed each other so much. We spent most of our years looking forward to actually being together. And then when we finally got there, well, you know what happened then. I won't ever understand this one. I can promise you that. We had such a vision. We felt like God had called us into couples counseling, and we were excited for that. I guess that obviously was not the plan. Well, anyway, I just wanted to relate to you because I know a lot of you are grieving the death of your dreams too. And I wish I could have had 20, 30, 40, 50 years with my husband. I know a lot of you got that many years with yours, and that is a blessing. But I know it's also very hard, and I know it still hurts. But I do wish I had that many years of memories. No one ever plans to be a widow when you're young. I guess it's a little bit more expected when you're older, but doesn't make it easier. But I guess it's a little more expected. Like, I would have kind of seen it coming more if I were, 65, 75, but you don't see it coming at a young age, that's for sure. I know it's hard no matter what age you are. I just wish I could have had a lot of memories with him, I'm glad for those of you who actually got to have memories, good memories. I know we hurt in a different way, but it's still pain. It's still pain. I wish we could have had kids. That was another dream we had, we never got to have. It's a heavy weight when you think about all the things that you'll never get to do now. So what do you do when your dreams die like that? I'm still figuring that out. I don't know what to do yet. I don't have any interest in starting a new life with anyone else because that's not me. Some people find love again, And that's a blessing if you do. But there are others like me, and I know others of you. You have no desire to ever date again or have anyone else because you know no one else will ever come close, or even close to close. Or even close to close to close. Yeah. That would take a true miracle anyway. It would be a miracle for there ever to be another guy similar to my husband. He was one in a Google. There was no one like him. Believe me, I've looked. Never met anyone like him in 43 years, and I never will. Only God knows. I guess we can ask God what He wants us to do now, because I don't know anything else to do. I ask Him that every week. What do you want me to do now, Lord? Because I have no clue. I am destroyed inside. So if you still have work for me, Lord, you'll have to show me, because I'm clueless. And I don't even have the motivation to do anything without Him. My husband was my motivation. He gave me a reason to get up every day. Well, I guess until we have a little more clarity, we just take it one day at a time like we're doing. For me, the pain gets worse every day. Not better. It's different for everyone. The longer I'm away from my husband, the more I hurt. And the sadder I am. The only hope I hold on to is just knowing that there is a better life waiting. If you know Jesus Christ, He offers eternal life. And that is the only hope I know of in this world. That's what I'm clinging to. So, if you're up in the middle of the night, I hope you can get some sleep, and I hope I can eventually too. I wish you could come over and we could have a cup of tea and just talk, maybe cry. I would do that for you if I could. But since we are long distance neighbors, I guess this pretend cup of tea. Cheers. Thanks for listening, guys. Hang in there, okay? One day at a time. God bless you.